I found out that I had nodular melanoma when I was 63. Um, and this is caused from the sun rays that I did not know anything about. I went to Lake Charles after a bus route because my back was itching, and the dermatologist did a biopsy. A biopsy is when they cut a piece of your skin off, which was the mole, and they put it in a little bottle and they send it off to see if it is malignant, and malignant means cancer. And so it came back that I did have cancer. Um, and from there, I had to make some decisions. This cancer, when I got the news, was a stage 4. Stage 4 is really bad. Stage 5 is as bad as it can get. Normally, a stage 4 has already gone through the muscles and gone into the vital organs. Even though this cancer was on my back, just a little spot, a tiny little spot, probably no bigger than a pencil eraser, when I found it, had caused all this problem. I have a 9-inch scar on my back, probably a 10-inch scar under my arm where they removed the lymph nodes, and under my arm back here, it's numb. Um, there's a lot of damage that can be caused from this, but um, they had removed all of the lymph nodes. But all of this came from just a little bitty mole, no tinier, no bigger than a eraser. I suppose when I was in my 20s, had I known not to lay out in the sun and try to get a suntan, I would have um, been a lot better off. This laying out in the sun caused me to have like melanoma, the nodular melanoma, and it's caused from sun rays going into your skin. It makes your, if you have a mole or whatever, it makes it malignant, and it can lay dormant for years, which it did. I was probably 23, 24 when I started laying out in the sun trying to get tans, and I was using baby oil. Back then, we didn't know too much about the, you know, the sunscreen and stuff like that. So we used baby oil, and baby oil just cooked us, and we didn't know that. But it can lay dormant. The cancer can lay dormant for years, which it did. Even though I did not have to have chemo or radiation, which could have been bad, I did have to go every 3 months to have tests done. Um, I would have the complete test done. I had the CT scan, which is they put you in a tube and with IVs and everything, and check and see if there's any, they call them hot spots, which means cancer cells. And then they do a test for the whole body, the internal organs and everything. Everything is, um, everything is done, and it's done every 3 months. The doctors were very good. I had to go to the doctor's appointment, and I usually seen 3 to 4 doctors at a time every time I went. But we went to MD Anderson. MD Anderson is a wonderful place, and the doctors are fantastic. Uh, I'm just so proud that I was able to get there. And the surgery, that's not cheap. Surgery usually is very, very expensive. Every time we went, usually it was $10,000 every 3 months. Thank goodness that I had insurance. I don't know what I've done if I didn't have insurance, and it was just a blessing. I wish that I had known whenever I was younger that there was such thing as sunscreen. We lived out in the country and we went to rural schools. We did not know too much about the up-to-date lotions and sunscreens and protecting ourselves from the sun. Um, my mother-in-law and my grandmother all wore long sleeves, but at that time I did not take time. I was young, did not take time to ask, why are you wearing the sleeves? But now we know it was to protect their arms, and their face and their ears. Um, the only thing that I can say I wished I had known was to prevent that would be to use the sunscreen. Um, and if y'all would just use the sunscreen, I know that there's a lot of teenagers out there and they love to get suntans and all, but use sunscreen to protect yourself. The higher the SPF, the better it is for you. So if you're out there laying in that sun and even working, the boys need to wear hats over their ears. The girls need to cover up or do something to protect your bodies, because the sun does age your body. It'll make your body wrinkled and leathery, and all of us want beautiful skin.